Hello, friends. Hope you're all doing good. Stress management is one of the most important soft skill for an individual. Let us look at stress management. What are we covering today? We will look at the definition of stress and understand stress. Who is influenced by stress? What are the sources of stress? And what is personal stress? Effects of stress and strategies for coping with stress. And also, how do you avoid stress? What is stress? The results produced when a structure, system, or organism is acted upon by forces that disrupt equilibrium or produce strain. Stress is anything that imbalances the mental or physical well being of an individual. It usually happens when someone performs activities outside of his or her capabilities and when faced by extraordinary demands. A simple display of stress can be a bad mood. When someone is stressed out, we usually, you know, see them in bad mood, and the resultant effect is for everyone to see. But sometimes when the stress is immense, it results in an extreme display which can even be violent sometimes. Now, stress can also be positive or negative. Positive stress is called eustress technically, and while negative stress is called distress. The positive stress, which is eustress, has temporary effects and usually enhances attention, creativity, and performance by triggering body alarm. See, for example, when somebody joins uh, a dream job, maybe for somebody a dream job, the first day of a dream job is a positive stress. But distress is something when someone loses or fails, that results in distress. It means distress results due to failure or loss of something. Now let us look at who is influenced by stress. As simple as someone caught in a traffic jam while they're rushing somewhere, a college student studying for exams, a sales manager trying to obtain profits in a competitive environment. Stress is, everywhere and will influence everyone as long as you don't manage it properly. Now look at some of the sources of stress. We have two sources of stress, which is the internal stress as well as the external stress. We have a tendency to worry about actions that may or may not take place. Internal stress takes place when people worry about things that are beyond their control. In Bhagavad Gita, it is said that chinta is as equal as chita. Chinta chita saman hota hai. So never worry about things that are beyond your control. External stress. This is the result of our workplace, the environment. It could be from the family, friends, workplace, even physical conditions. You know, poor lighting or loud noise can also act as factors that create stress. Now, what is a personal stress? The family relationships. It is always not possible that you forever have positive relationships and you will always be happy. Life is a mixed bag of feelings, emotions, and therefore it is very important that we balance, that we have a mental balance. And when we handle family relationships, we do it in a proper manner and proper fashion. It is extremely important that we manage the family relationships in a proper way, because you know family is something that is very closer to everybody. Health conditions, it is also important that you manage your health the way that you can. Regular exercise, good diet, all these things help you manage your health and you stay healthy and remain healthy. And man, as it is a social animal, and there would be a lot of issues and problems that society brings up, and you need to handle them in the way that creates a positive environment and pushes you out of stress. Work environment is another challenge wherein it comes under personal stress, and we have to deal with it, as well as the job related issues. Now let us look at some of the effects of stress. Physical effects. Now when we talk about physical effects on stress, whenever somebody is stressed out, they might have a higher heart rate and blood pressure, and it eventually results in sudden increase or decrease in the body weight, frequent headaches, fatigue, and even respiratory problems. We find some people who are stressed out biting their nails or sweating too much. You might not even have proper sleep, and it also reduces your body and health immunity, ulcers, and weak digestive system. We also have psychological effects on the stress, difficulty in concentration, unable to spend leisure time productively, always anxious, bad decision making, mood swings, increased usage of food, smoking, and alcohol, developing fears and phobias, and feeling out of control and confused. So, these are the physical and psychological effects of stress. Now, very important, how do you build strategies for coping with stress? You always have to prioritize the work that you do. See, it is also important that you delegate the work rather than do everything by yourself. Laughter is very important to manage stress. So hang around with friends, read some nice books, or see some comedy series. Exercise is something extremely important. Spend at least half an hour a day to do the body exercise, and relaxation by listening to music or a favorite movie or whatever. Diet is also something extremely important. Eat fresh fruits, vegetables, etc. And have at least 8 hours of sleep, and do it at the same time every day, which means go to sleep at the same time, maintain consistency, go to sleep at the same time every day, and rise at the same time early morning. So early to bed, early to rise is always better. Now, how do you avoid stress? Most importantly, meditation. Meditation is an exercise that you gradually increase day by day. So start with at least 5 minutes of meditation. You will feel exhilarated, and it is extremely good for both the body as well as the mind. Yoga, work-life balance. So manage your work as well as life, balance it, and I think you will have wonders. Spirituality, build in a spiritual bent of mind, which will always help you in the long term. Thank you for listening.